hair. So sometimes you'll see my natural hair. Sometimes you'll see me with extensions and braids and curls and wigs and all of this stuff, my hair wrapped up, whatever I feel like. But it took a moment for me to do that. Took a moment. Even color sometimes, I'll play around with color with the fake hair because I like to, because I think it's fun. And it's a way of just being me and asking, what do I feel like? And if you can't be that bold, because let me tell you, I didn't start off with hair. What I started off with was color in my clothes. Most of my wardrobe was black and white because I grew up in an era too where you had to be a certain size and look a certain way, and black was slimming. That's what I grew up with. So I had a lot of black in my wardrobe because black was slimming and I always felt overweight. Now, granted, in my 20s, I was, and I'll do an episode on that one day, but I absolutely was overweight. I was probably morbidly obese at that age in my mid 20s. However, not all of my life was I morbidly obese or whatever, or had to stay in black, but it was the color I felt most comfortable with because I could go in a room and I wouldn't stand out. I would kind of be in the background. I wouldn't be noticed. I wouldn't get the attention. I could just kind of blend in. And so for me, I started off with color and I picked a shirt that was not black, was not white, but it was a vibrant color. And I decided to wear that with friends. That's the other thing. To be bold, sometimes people ask you to do these hugely uncomfortable things, and you might not be able to do that. And that's okay. Start with a little thing in a safe place. You do not have to always like that no pain, no gain kind of mentality. We don't have to do that. We can be loving to ourselves. We can be gentle to ourselves. We can do things under grace. You deserve it. Think about the little babies. Like if you saw a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, you wouldn't be yelling at them, "Oh, get it right, get it done." No, we would have grace. We know they're learning. They're going to make mistakes. You're doing the same thing. You're reprogramming yourself. You are shedding those old identities and coming home to who you really are. And that's a step-by-step process. That's not a, "Oh, I'm going to just jump into it and I'll be fully me and fully accepting," when I've had years of 20 or more years, 30 or more years of living this way. It doesn't just happen that way. So give yourself grace. Hear that. Let that land for you. So start off with something very simple, just like changing your shirt, asking yourself, what do I feel like? What do I really like?